celebrities, rising stars of Aussie golf, and one of the country's true icons. This is the 39th edition of the Jack. The Jack Newton Celebrity Classic is the longest running and most successful celebrity pro-am golf tournament in Australia. The stunning 18-hole course layout at Crowne Plaza Hunter Valley is once again our home for 3 days of fun on and off the pristine fairways. With a $10,000 winner's check on the line for the professionals, there's a serious side to things as well. For the world-class field of celebrities, including former Prime Minister Bob Hawke and cricket great Sir Ian Botham, the focus is helping out a great mate. Over its 39-year history, the Jack has raised more than $6 million for two charities, Diabetes Research and his beloved Jack Newton Junior Golf Foundation. This picturesque course in the Hunter Valley is the perfect backdrop for this event. Before players take to the course for the opening round, there's a bit of catching up to do at the welcome dinner.
G'day guys, Clint Newton here with my father and the driving force behind this tournament, Jack Newton.
Thanks for having me at my own tournament, Clint. That's very kind of you.
Now, Dad, there's plenty of big names here and plenty of great mates. Hayley Willis is with one of our very favourites.
Well, what brings you to the Jack?
Do you know the best thing is, you walk in, I haven't seen some of these guys for 2 years, and it was like it was yesterday. You make really good friends at the Jack, because it's very democratic. Got golfers, celebrities, and normal amateurs, but everyone's the same. But also, I think golf's great for kids. You can learn some brilliant life lessons through golf about fairness, about patience, and also you can always tell golfers because they're really easy around adults. Young golfers play a lot of golf with old fools like me, and it shows they're really well-adjusted people. So it's a great cause, and I'm thrilled to be here again.
How are you feeling about round one or day one tomorrow?
Oh, look, my golf has gone south in the last 2 years. When I first started playing golf, I only started playing about 10 years ago. I was fanatical, I was evangelical. And I remember my first 2 games at the Jack, I would play around in the morning and practice on the range all afternoon. That's gone. The second the round is over, I'm in the bar now. That's where my practice goes.
What's your handicap this year?
Well, I'm off 18 now, and I think the lowest I've been here is 12. So I've really been...
Not too bad.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know if I can play to it. That's the problem.
You bought some company this year. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I've got back into music and I'm managing a few acts, and I bought an act called Same Time, 2 young lads. They're 18 and 15 brothers, been busking for like 7 years, and they're going great guns. So I said, I'm going to take you to the Jack. You can play some of those old covers you did when you were busking, and you're going to make a lot of friends for life, I think.
If you could describe Jack in one word, what would it be?
Foul-mouthed.
Well, that's 2 words.
2 words, and the word I wanted to use, I couldn't because I would be as foul-mouthed as him.
That's a lie, Dicko, and you know it. I hardly swear on the golf course these days because I'm not good enough.
Well, I'm not too sure about that, Dad, but I'm sure Red Bull Air Race pilot Matt Hall is one of the main attractions. Here's Alana Ferguson with Caitlin Ford.
Kate, we're pumped to have you here at the Jack. Are you keen?
I'm keen, but I'm not too sure about my golf, so we'll have to see how that goes tomorrow.
Well, we did have a little bit of a practice hit in the room before, and you weren't sure if you were left or right-handed, so I'm slightly worried for you. However, you have pros around you, so hopefully you can play a little bit of Ambrose and just roll with the punches.
Yeah, hopefully they can give me some tips, because I think I'm going to need them. But, I mean, my skills in the room are pretty good, so...
You'll be fine. You could hit him, just not too hard.
Just simple, that's what I'm trying to do.
Jack Newton, he has such a great thing going here. Are you stoked to be a part of it?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you've reached out to me, and yeah, I mean, it's great to join a cause like this, and yeah, I'm really excited to be a part of it.
Yeah, we're so stoked to have you. Now, you started playing soccer when you were 9, is that right?
Yeah.
You're 23 now. You played your first World Cup and you were the youngest female ever. What does that mean to you?
I mean, at the time, it was kind of just like whatever. I was young, I was 16, I was like, yeah, this is cool, travelling the world or whatever. But now, looking back at it, obviously it is a really good achievement, and yeah, I just feel fortunate that I'm still within the team, and I'm still, yeah, travelling and doing these things. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else I'd want to be doing.
That's awesome. And just lastly, on women's sport, how exciting has it been for you to be a part of that growth and to see it in all codes just elevating?
Yeah, I mean, I started, as I said, when I was 16, and I don't think many people knew who the Matildas were. So now at 23, I think majority people in Australia would know, and obviously with women's sports, the rugby sevens winning the Olympic medal and the netballers, obviously everyone, it's exciting, and I feel like people are starting to recognise women's sport, and that's how it should be.
Well, it's the night before day one of the Jack, and I'm here with Andrew Dodt, Australian golfer. How pumped are you?
Yeah, awesomely pumped. This is one of the best events of the year. I think everyone's in party mode at this time of the year. The year's done, everyone's finished playing and working, and everyone's just ready to relax and have a good time.
What has 2017 been like for you?
Yeah, pretty good. Over in Europe on the European tour, it's been one of my best years. Played my first major, 4 or 5 top 10s. It was a really solid year.
That is solid. Very well done.
First major, as I said, British Open.
What was that like for you?
Yeah, it was surreal. That was my first major. I'd never played one before, and to be there to play with the world's best and you know, to mix it with the best. I probably didn't play my best, but played 4 rounds, and yeah, it was. I don't want to play just one major. It'd be nice to play more than one. So that's a goal for next year, and hopefully I can keep playing more in the future.
Have you got any tournaments on your mind set for 2018?
Yeah, I'd like to play. As I said, I don't want to be a one-hit wonder, like a major one-hit wonder. I'd like to play more majors and more world golf events, but this time of the year it's just about reflecting and trying to consolidate in 2018.
What a great start to the event. Now, thanks to our great mates at AA Beard, the team improving lives through better sleep, let's have a bit of fun.
Yeah, my dream golf foursome, it's easy. Darren Clark, what an absolute fantastic champion. Lee Westwood, those two guys, the stories of Ryder Cup victories against the Yanks would be fantastic. And to round out the foursome, Jack Newton, the only bloke who swears more on a golf course than I do. And that's something.
Yeah, Wayne Radar Riley about 10 years ago gave me advice. I'd just broken up with a girl and I was pretty devastated, and I was shooting them all over the place except for the fairway. And Wayne said, Phelpsy, there's 368 divots on a golf ball. Hit one of them. That was my best advice, just hit it.
You want a golf tip out there? I'll give you a golf tip. Follow through. I've been pulling up short my whole life. I'm 66 years of age. In the last 3 weeks, I've followed through, and it just means so much. You've got to be positive, you've got to believe in yourself and follow through. That is the tip. And when you're putting, don't look at the ball, look at the hole. Practice it for a little while before you start in a major tournament, and then start, and your putting will improve. You'll never miss the 3-footers anymore, I promise you. Over and out. Thank you.
Thanks for the advice, boys. I'm not sure they'll be setting the pace on the course, but they do get things going on the social front.
One of the early starters on day one of this year's tournament was Joel Griffiths. Hayley Willis caught up with one of the good guys of Australian soccer.
What keeps you coming back to the Jack?
Well, Jack asking me.
That helps.
It's hard to say no, but I think everything about it, obviously tonight's going to be a good night. You know, and just catching up with people that you don't really know. I'm sort of like not in my comfort zone because there's a lot of rugby league orientated people here. So, you know, I'm trying to get as many soccer players here as possible, but, you know, obviously it falls on, we're in season at the moment, so it's obviously hard.
What a great year it's been for soccer. 2017 saw, you know, the Australian side get to the World Cup. You know, you've got the Matildas absolutely killing it as well.
On fire, yes.
You know, what are you thinking of all that?
Jets are second. Just had to throw that one in.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
But no, it's always positive. Everyone, you know, as soon as the Matildas or Socceroos are playing at that level, everyone, the whole nation pretty much stops. It's pretty much like the Ashes at the moment. So, no, it's good. And whatever code, I'm always supporting my national team.
How do you think the Socceroos will go in Russia?
First, we need a coach. So once we
that'll help.
Once we get a coach, we'll sort of like know exactly how we're going to go, and hopefully the next 6 months we'll be able to find out.
2016 winner of the Jack, Matt Steiger, is back to defend his title, and as usual, he stood out from the pack with his colourful dress sense. Here he is talking about trying to go back-to-back.
It's always good to come back here, and you know, it's good fun. Get to dress up, have a good time. Obviously, support a great event, stuff like that. So, yeah, as I said, fortunate enough to get the win last year. So, thought I'd amp the costume up a little bit this year and get a bit more vibrant, and you know, hopefully beat this heat. You know, it is a professional event for us, but it's not as if it's, you know, we're playing an Australian Open or something like that. We can actually let our hair down and have a bit of fun. So plenty of sledging, but yeah, definitely some still competitiveness out there between us. Jack was one of those guys that, you know, helped me out as a junior and stuff like that. So, you know, as I said last year, it was an honour to be able to put my name on that trophy. So hopefully go back-to-back this year. You know, I think that win sort of gave me a bit of confidence going into this year, and you know, played pretty well. Retained my card in Australia, so that was quite good. And I'm actually off to Asian Tour School in a couple of weeks. So hopefully, yeah, play well this week, pick up a bit of cash so I can go over there and make it even better.
Well, I played with Matt on day one and I had to wear some Rockwell sunglasses to keep the glare off me. We will keep an eye on Matt throughout his title defence, but now it's time to have a less serious look at golf with one of Australia's funniest men.
It's going fantastic. Basically, I'm carrying the group. The pro is okay. He's a couple under after 6 or 7, but other than that, I've laid down the game plan for the group, and they've been following it. I've got the family here, so you know, my activities were very different. You know, it was like the paddle pops and the soft drinks and the cakes and all that sort of stuff. It's just a different game plan.
How many years have you been coming to the Jack?
I've done it, I think, 4 or 5 times, but I had a big gap in the middle. So I wasn't available. I got various things happening. So, but for the last couple of years, I'm back. So I'm really happy.
How do you know Jack?
Well, I got invited to be a comedian probably more than 10 years ago. So through there, we just love the Newton family. Got to know them, Judy as well, and no, it's been really good. So like any time they need a comedian or an MC or just an idiot, I'm here.
Finally, how would you describe Jack in one word?
Legend.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Have fun out there.
Thank you so much.
He's a wonderful comedian, but he's got more moves than a Swiss watch in his golf swing. Good follow-through, though. Oh, they're all throwing their clubs on the ground.
He might be better off swinging at one arm like you, Dad. Let's hear from Lincoln Lewis and Adam Spencer about their dream golf team.
I reckon my dream golf team would be obviously Tiger Woods, because you know he's a legend. But I would love to have Bob Hawke in there, because Bob Hawke is, I mean, he's a legend in his own right. You kind of get a bit sort of a bit nervous when you're around him. He's such a champion. So, and he'd have stories up to the wazoo. So it'd be good to have him around. And because I've seen him here so many years growing up, I reckon Jamoan. Jamoan would be wicked to have in your golf team, because you wouldn't be able to concentrate on golf. You'd be too busy pissing yourself laughing at him, watching Tiger smash it and listening to Bob Hawke's stories. You'd just be sitting there going like, one of those shows at the carnival, you'd be like, oh my God. So I reckon that'd be my dream team.
G'day, Adam Spencer here, enjoying it at the Jack. Thinking about what would be my favourite golf all-time foursome, my dream foursome. As a mathematician, of course, that's my dream 2 squared some, but that's just me. So Albert Einstein, obviously, average at golf, but understood his relativity. Leonard Euler, greatest mathematician of all time. He was Swiss, probably didn't play golf. Not sure if he even spoke English, don't care, just want him around. Sam Kerr from the Matildas, because she's an absolute gun, and women's sport is going woo-ha-ha in Australia in 2017-18, and it's a fantastic thing. That's my dream foursome. And what would I give them all for hanging out with me? Probably a copy of Adam Spencer's new book, The Number Game. It's available at adamspencer.com.au, that website, adamspencer.com.au. Albert Einstein, Leonard Euler, Samantha Kerr. That's my dream golf foursome.
Hot conditions in the Hunter Valley made scoring tough. That's something the next star didn't have trouble with on the pitch in 2017. Hayley Willis catches up with the Matildas midfielder Emily Van Egmond.
Em, how is your golf game?
It's pretty horrible. I've never played before, so first time for everything. But no, just super excited to be here, and you know, it's been super fun so far, and yeah, to be able to come out and meet new people, it's just a good experience for us. So.
Do you think you can match it with the pros?
Absolutely not. I feel like I'm really going to let my team down, but no, I'm heaps excited to have a go, and hopefully I can get the first ball over that water.
And speaking of women in sport, it's been an incredible year for women in sport. What's it been like to be a part of that?
Yeah, for us, obviously, it's been awesome. The recognition we've gotten this year has been, you know, second to none, and it's probably been our most consistent year this year with the Matildas, and obviously Sammy with the individual accolades. Yeah, I think, you know, it's awesome for her individually, but also for the team. You know, just to ride off her confidence as well has been huge for us, and you know, it's just been successful, and you know that was what we've been looking to try and build into our team culture, and yeah, Stadge has done an awesome job with us so far. So next year is going to be really busy again for us, and obviously the big one with the World Cup qualifiers. So.
Yeah, what's 2018 looking like for you?
Yeah, so we'll head to Algarve the end of February, early March, just for a friendly tournament there, which will be good. Obviously a good lead up to the World Cup qualifiers in Jordan, which is really the big one for us. And then obviously off the back of that, fingers crossed we qualify for the World Cup. So
you think you can go all the way?
Yeah, for sure. I think, you know, we've got a young team still, which is good, and we've got a lot of potential. And I think you're starting to see now we're super consistent, and just trying to ride that wave a little bit more, and obviously take that consistency into a major tournament, which we haven't done. So I think that's the next challenge for us.
Just weeks after celebrating his 88th birthday, former Prime Minister and patron of the Jack, Bob Hawke is back here with us, and he's with Hayley Willis right now.
Well, Bob, what brings you back to the Jack this year?
Oh, can't keep me away.
How's your golf game feeling?
It's not as good as it used to be, but still enjoying it. Play once a week.
Play once a week? Do you think you can match Jack?
Oh, we'll have a go.
Give him a run for his money?
Yeah.
This tournament really puts the Aussie spirit into golf, don't you think?
It does, yeah. And Jack Newton, he typifies the Aussie spirit.
What's your friendship like with Jack and Jackie?
Goes back a very long way. I respected him enormously. I'd just become Prime Minister when he had his terrible accident. And I went into the hospital, and told me he'd be very lucky to pull through, but he said that he had two things going for him. He was unbelievably strong, and he had Jackie. She's been marvellous, of course.
There's plenty more to come from Bob Hawke later, including a stunning rendition of Waltzing Matilda that you don't want to miss.
Now, Bob and the professionals were doing their best to keep cool on a tough day, and at the top of the leaderboard after the opening round was a young man with a family connection to the Jack.
Yeah, it's a bit of a dream come true. You know, I started here with Jack and Jackie at the Celebrity Classic when I was probably about 3 or 4 back at Pelican Waters. And then a couple of years later, Dad actually managed to win one of the B-grade events here and bought me my first set, which was fantastic. And then been here at this event probably 7 or 8 years now, and the second year as a pro, and living the dream. So I can't complain. It's a fantastic event, and it's a great atmosphere. In any sport, you always have your up and downs. But you know, at the end of the day, it comes back to you just got to enjoy what you do, living-wise. You know, I'm quite lucky in my sense that I've found my dream. I'm living my dream, and you just try and you know, work hard and do the best with with what you've got and moving forward. And just do, you know, the best you can and just enjoy it. You know, you don't have to be the most experienced golfer to enjoy here. It's offers a lot for family-wise, kids, golfers, and it's just a great venue all around. I haven't been in this position too many times, so it's pretty special, just trying to take everything as it comes. But got off to a good start, thankfully, but hopefully more of the same, just try and keep calm and relaxed, go through, you know, the emotions, what I've been through with my coach, and just trust those and give myself the best opportunities. It's my game plan, and we'll see how we go.
Tom will head out last to try and hold on for what will be the biggest win of his young professional career. Another young gun, Sung Park, is poised to pounce, with last year's winner Matt Steiger, veteran Kurt Barnes and Jake Higginbottom are all in the mix.
Well, I don't know about you, Dad, but one thing I did straight after my round was dive straight in the Crown Plaza pool.
Well, I went back to my room, stripped off, and got ice put all over me.
Let's keep it PG, Jack.
Adam Spencer here at the Jack for 2017. My tip for hackers, surround yourself with even worse golfers than yourself. Very easy for anyone who's playing with me, because I wasn't good there today. So tough for me to find anyone worse than me at the Jack, but that's my tip. Surround yourself with mediocrity, and by definition, you rise.
A tip for golf. I'm hopeless at golf. Why would I be given a tip? Useless.
Well, it's one of the highlights of the Jack, the gala dinner, where great friendships are formed over quality food and top-class entertainment. But more importantly, we're here to raise money for two fantastic causes.
Money raised at the Jack helps provide funds for junior golf and diabetes research. And here's why it is so important.
So 280. Anyone know what that number is? I thought somebody might say the number of bad jokes that Richard Champion had told tonight. No? Cheeky, cheeky. That's probably about the same number of people in this room tonight. And actually that's the same number of people that are diagnosed with diabetes today. That's 1.7 million people in Australia have diabetes, which is about the same as the population of South Australia. So I'm going to introduce you to the lovely Jess here. Jess, can you tell everyone how old you are?
I'm 17 years old.
And how old were you when you were diagnosed with diabetes?
I was 2 years old when I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes.
Now, Jess, were you diagnosed with diabetes because you ate too many lollies?
No.
Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune condition. And that means, for some reason, your body decides that it doesn't like its pancreas anymore and attacks the pancreas and you stop producing insulin. So, when you were first diagnosed, how were you treated?
I was treated with about 4 injections per day.
Now, my friend has had type 1 diabetes for 30 years, and she's worked out that she's had 34,000 injections in that time. So, thank you very much, and I hope you start waving your hands in the air when the auctioneer's on tonight.
Inspirational and important messages. That's why we come together each year to raise money for such a great cause.
It's great to be back here. I just want to start by saying how grateful I am for everyone for participating today. It was tough conditions, but everyone's chosen to continue to bat on and come here tonight. And I think one of the biggest things that we have to understand is that your choices, no matter how small, they ripple outwards. And all of you guys choose to be here. And you're choosing to support two charities that are really close to my father's heart, which is the Junior Golf Foundation and Diabetes Australia. So I just want to start by saying thank you very much and give yourselves all a round of applause because it was tough today.
It's always a great night, but it's never complete without a rendition of an Aussie classic by an Aussie hero. Take it away, R.J. Hall.
Once a jolly swagman camped by the billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree, and he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me.
Is there any likeness?
When I take the hat off, you'll see that there is plenty of likeness there in the hairstyle up top. Actually, his golf, though, is probably a lot better than mine, and he hasn't played too many good shots today. Actually, he's played none. We're even.
Well, I tell you what, Lincoln, I hope baldness doesn't run in the family, brother. Let's take a look at this leaderboard before round 2 gets underway. Tom McLean was the star of day 1. The young Victorian was very cool in extreme heat.
Sung Park is right in the mix. Before he tees off, let's see how nervous he is as he chases his first professional win. And he's got some strong chasers here with Matt Steiger, Harrison Russell going very well, Alex Simpson, who was a former top junior, and Kurt Barnes is back from Japan. Fantastic leaderboard.
Here's Hayley with Sung right now.
Well, I'm here with Sung on day 2 and the final round of the Jack. Sung, how are you feeling? You're one shot off the leader. Do you think you can do it?
Yeah, I'm just trying to do my thing. Yeah, that's all I need.
How are you feeling like you're hitting them?
Hitting good. I'm putting it well, so yeah, just try to keep it in play.
What brings you to the Jack this year?
I played Jack last year for the first time, and I got an invitation this year. So.
How do you feel about the Crown Plaza course here?
It's good. It's flat, and there's some tricky holes that you have to really place the ball well. So yeah, it's good.
How have you enjoyed your time so far this year?
Good. I brought couple of my friends.
Well, good luck for the rest of the day. It's a hot and windy day, but I'm sure you can do it.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
The conditions are really heating up on the course for the pros and the celebs. They're trying anything to beat the heat and improve their game.
Local Callum O'Reilly, who is a very talented player. We'll see a bit more of him, and he's trying to work on his chipping, as you can see. And we'll see if he gets this next one right. He's had a mulligan, really. Boom. Yeah, he likes that one. That's a keeper.
Let's have a look at Terry Lamb proudly wearing his Bulldogs hat. I tell you what, he should have been wearing some scuba gear because he put plenty in the drink today.
Balls for water bound for Terry, bar Lamb, and we'll shoot over now to Hayley Willis with Lee Castledine.
Well, Lee, it's 40 degrees here today.
45.
45,
Yeah,
I'm glad
yeah.
you clarified. What do you think is tougher here or Samoa?
Samoa had a nice sort of sea breeze. There was beach. There was fresh water. There is fresh water here and a few beers. I didn't have beers in Samoa though, so that's getting me through.
That's getting you through. Do you
Yeah.
think they should have had beers in Samoa?
Oh, if they had, I probably would have been voted off in the first couple of days.
How's the golf going?
We're going all right. We've hit a bit of a wall the last 3 holes, but the drinks cart's here and cracking open a new beer, so
That'll certainly help.
that's going to help us get on. We've got another 4 holes left, so it's been a long day.
I bet. How have you enjoyed your time at the Jack?
It's been great, you know. I met some new guys. They're hitting the ball well, and I can't wait to get into that clubhouse, I tell you.
We'll see. How's the day been so far?
Very warm and a lot of liquid getting consumed today, but no, it's been pretty fun playing with a good group, and Jake Hiddenbottom's showing us the ropes and how to play golf properly, so it's been good so far.
Have you enjoyed the Jack this year?
Yeah, it's definitely been enjoyable. Getting a late call up from Clint Newton, so it's been pretty good just to get a game of golf in this time of the year for what I do. It's pretty tough to get some time off, so no, I'm pretty happy with it.
A late call-up. What does that mean? You replaced someone he wanted before you?
Yeah, well, I wasn't originally coming here, but yeah, we got a late call up from Brownie. Brownie said Clint wanted a few boys to come up, so someone pulled out and I'm slot straight in.
The Newcastle Knights looking great for 2018. What do you think you guys can do this year?
Oh, well, there's never been pressure to make the top 8 until this year, so they've done some good recruiting, the recruitment staff in Darren Mooney and Brownie. So, yeah, some big names have come across and some young fellas that are definitely been better for the last season just gone. So, we're looking high and aiming high, so it's definitely going to be a big season for Newcastle, and we're pretty confident that we can do some damage this year.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Cheers.
Well, Sione, I certainly hope you can be a force this year, mate, in the red and blue. If he keeps fit, the Knights will certainly do some damage.
Speaking of damage, here's Dermot Brereton making hard work of his second round. Tough going, though, in the heat. So it's going to be a big question mark on who can survive. It's a tough day out here at 42.8 degrees. Good putt there.
Wally Lewis showing some great form, far better than Dermy. The King has got great touch around the greens. Here's Jake Higginbottom with Hayley Willis.
Well, Jake, 4 to play and you're 1 shot off the lead. How are you feeling?
Yeah, good. A little dusty, but no, been playing okay. Been having a good day with the guys I'm playing with, so that's good.
Are you battling the heat?
Yeah, it's obviously if you have too many beers the night before, it's not great when it's hot. But no, it's good. It's good. It's nice in the carts, and obviously the wind's a bit hot, but no, it's good out here.
Who do you think is your biggest rival out there at the moment?
In all honesty, I don't really know who's at the top, but I guess the guys that are leading, obviously they're got a couple shots, but yeah. So I mean, I don't know how Andrew Dodd or Callan O'Reilly or someone like that's going, but see, I guess in a couple holes.
You were out with Andrew Dodd last night. Are you guys feeling the same today?
Yeah, I'm sure we're both in very similar states. So I think Cal might be a little bit worse than us, but that's because he's a lightweight. So, but no, it was a good night. It's always a good week up here, and it's good to be back. Obviously the venue's great, the course is good, the hotel's fantastic, so that's good.
Awesome. Well, enjoy the rest of the course and good luck.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Jake Higginbottom out of the bunker at the 18th. He'll finish at 1 over for the week, but as a former protege of the Junior Golf Foundation, he has done some good things, but I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who'd like to see him really take the game by the throat in 2018. He's got some talent, I can guarantee you that.
He sure does, Dad. Matt Steiger's approach to 18, he has fought on very bravely in his defence of the Jack, but it'll be a new name on the trophy this year.
Well, he's had a very good year in 2017, but things have got away from him here over the last few holes, and as I said, he's not that big, but boy, he can belt it, and he's also a former member of the Junior Golf Foundation, and there you can see a couple of big names there, David Grobb from Bunnings and Rodney Hogg, formerly a great fast bowler for Australia.
Another kid Aussie golf fans should keep an eye on is Harrison Russell. I certainly like his game and temperament, not that I'd know a whole lot. He struggled a bit on day one and has been a big mover on day two. Here he is closing out on 18 with his final putt. Nailed it. He's got a good group there as well with Lee Castledine and Murray McHugh from McDonald's Newcastle. Always appreciate our sponsors.
Well, let's go back to the last two groups. This is Sung Park putting first on 17. Always a difficult shot in here and a difficult putt. Long, narrow gutted green. And we just shoot back for a moment to McLean, who of course was leading overnight, but it's gotten very tight at the top of the leaderboard. We'll find out how this finishes up after the break.
Ben Dixon here, my dream golf foursome, Michael Jordan, gun basketball, the best of all time, and a scratch handicapper as well. Jennifer Lopez, I'm not sure whether you can swing a club or not, but she's been my favourite ever since I could walk. Thanks very much. And the great Jack Newton, no doubt about that, because if you want to win some golf money on the course, there's only one man to turn to, and that's Newt the Beaut.
Well, as a son-in-law, he doesn't make a great golfer because he doesn't play enough.
Yeah, you'll see here the weather is certainly closing in, and it's all set for a dramatic finish for Tom and Sung. You'll see there the Bunnings hole, 18.
Sung Park hitting his drive down there, and I can tell you it's a very tight drive. There's water on the right and out of bounds on the left, so it's one you've really got to get on the fairway. So he's laid up to here. Now his third shot to 18. Long putt across the green. And he's left himself a bit of work to get his par, and that might be just enough to get him the chocolates. No. So that's a drop shot on 18. So he's had a bogey on the last. He'll finish at 2 under and get in the clubhouse. 2 under par in the wind and the heat that we played in the last couple of days. Good scoring. But he'll have to wait and see what happens with Tom McLean, who's playing behind him.
Well, I can tell you what's happened to Tom. He's hit it left off the tee. This is 4 because he's had to take an unplayable out of a shrub. Unfortunately, he's come up short of the green. He'll have to hold that to force this tournament into a playoff.
There's Song up by the 18th green here, waiting for him to get in. He doesn't know that he's been in a bush. Putting his glove on and a bit of preparatory work before he goes out in the playoff, which he assumes will happen. But in fact, Tom McLean needs to hold this to force a playoff. Right to left break. Yeah, pretty good shot, but not good enough. So he's got that putt for a 6. It won't be good enough, and the 2017 champion is Sung Park.
Yeah, our group wasn't good enough to get Tom over the line, but congratulations to Sung, who is this year's champion of the Jack. Dad, let's have a look at the leaderboard and see how everything finishes up.
Well, I think that typifies the conditions that the players played in over the 2 days. Strong winds, very hot. Sung Park 2 under. Tom McLean, who led overnight at 4 under. Tom, Harrison and Kurt Barnes, who all could have been in a playoff, really.
Yeah, it'll be a good learning curve for Tom, who hasn't actually led going into a final round of a tournament, he told me. So it's that's what this tournament provides, is every opportunity to learn and grow leading into 2018.
Well, Sung, congratulations on the win. What does that mean to you to take out the Jack?
Oh, it feels great. Yeah, it feels great. It's my first professional big win, and yeah, it just feels great. I had some easy soft bogeys on the front nine, and I thought I was out of the contention, and I came strong on the back nine. And
the conditions were tough. You had 45-degree heat, winds blowing everywhere. How did you handle it out there?
I can hit low ball, so yeah, I was just trying to keep it down, and so keep it in control, and I just putt it well today, and that's it.
What's it been like at the Jack for you this year?
Yeah, it's been great. It's been great, yeah.
What kept you coming back?
Just the hospitality and the whole event. Yeah, it's well organised.
What's your friendship like with Jack?
Yeah, I know him since I was a young age. I played a little bit of junior golf in New South Wales, but not much. But yeah, it's a legend.
What was it like watching Tom come up on the 18th?
We were tied, and I thought he was he had a par on the last, so I was waiting for a playoff, and then someone told me it was actually for a bogey, so it was a relief for me. But yeah.
Your friends are certainly there to celebrate with you?
Yeah, I've got one friend, so I had the other one, but he went home early, so.
What a mistake.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll come back next year?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Awesome, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
We'll certainly hold you to that song. A very happy winner there and a tremendously gallant runner-up. Let's hear some thoughts from Tom McLean.
Yeah, it's all sort of really just going through the emotions. You know, at the same time, it's a bit of a, I guess, it's sort of a downer. You know, you always want to try and place up there and get a win on the board, but at the same time, I'm pretty happy with the week. It was a good experience for me. And you know, just going through the emotions and just enjoying it all, taking it on board. It's a good learning curve, and hopefully go one better next year. There's always a little bit of nerves off the 18th when you need to close it out. So I was definitely feeling it, but you know, that's why you do all the practice and just hope it all pays out. Pays off come time when you need it. Yeah, I'll go back home, take a bit of a break, and work harder, and hopefully give it a good crack, red hot crack next year.
Sung will join the likes of Peter Senior, Peter Lonard, Roger Davis, and even Jack himself on that trophy. Let's keep an eye on him for 2018 and beyond.
Well, Jack, another successful year here. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I think everything's gone pretty well. It's been a very successful event from the social side of things, and the function last night was terrific. So all in all, tough conditions to play golf, stinking hot, strong winds, so scoring was difficult. And Tom McLean, who has only been a pro for a couple of years, nearly won it, but Sung Park obviously played very consistently. He's a big, strong boy, and he can hit it low under the wind. So I think that's a great attribute. He played last year and liked it and come back, so that's pretty good, I reckon.
2018 would see the 40th year of this event. That's going to be huge.
Well, we've got to make it huge, I think, because 40 years is a bloody long time, you know, and I just think that, you know, it's been something that I was keen on starting and brought it along. We've been in different venues from Queensland to you name it, and I think that the good thing about this place is the blokes and the women can bring their families with them. There's lots of things that the kids can do, and so from that perspective, it all adds up to being a pretty successful venue, and I'm excited about the future here because I think it's a good venue.
Well, congratulations on what is another successful year at the Jack, and it's been a pleasure being here. Thanks, Jack.
Thank you.
Well done, Dad. I'm certainly very proud of you and Mum for what you've been able to do again this year. Thanks to everyone for watching the Jack for 2017. A special thanks to our major sponsors, Bunnings Warehouse, AH Beard and the Crown Plaza, Hunter Valley. Dad, some final words from you?
Well, we'll be back in 2018 with the 40th edition of the Jack. So anybody out there who's keen on wanting to take part in what is a fabulous event, get involved. Great charities, diabetes and junior golf.
Couldn't agree more, Dad. The 40th will be epic. One final thank you to everyone associated with the event, all the volunteers, sponsors and players. Thank you for your time and thanks for watching.